These three gentlemen, which you only see two right here, but the other one is the mastermind. We're going to get into it shortly. These gentlemen were all sentenced to life in prison. I believe they were in the Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania area, and you won't believe why. Check it out.
Happening now in Montgomery County, the two men accused of shooting and killing 25-year-old Andrew Gaudio and paralyzing his mother during a home invasion in Lower Merion Township in December of last year. And the third man of orchestrating the crime will spend life behind bars. Kelvin Roberts and Charles Fulforth, co-workers at a junk removal company, went to the wrong address to execute their plan to steal guns from an elderly couple. After Jeremy Fuentes told them about the guns, this is according to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office.
I have a hard time trusting anybody at this point with the last name Fuentes. They always look like this. They always some scrawny, skinny, weakling with bifocals on and a bad haircut. They always giving out bad information. These Fuentes, boy, they got to be stopped. They got to be stopped. These Fuentes got to be stopped. So this guy, working at something related to a disposal company, decided to get these two Neanderthals. So he's a smart one, and these two are the Neanderthals, right? And so this one says, you know what, guys? I know a play. I know where an old, super old couple lives at. And maybe they preppers. I don't know who they are, but they are definitely some people that we should take advantage of. The most feeble and frail and the biggest prey amongst you, we need to take advantage of them. He said, listen, I know where they at. I know where the guns is at. They're going to have all kind of guns. They're going to have all kind of stuff for you. Nice goodies. Just give me my cut once you go in there, hit them with the ooh-wop shebang, rob them, take all of their guns in the daytime, and then get up out of there and come and kick in. We're going to split it 3 ways. So he tells the Neanderthals, and it ain't nothing like making sure that we have diversity, equity, and inclusion on the most criminally insane people. But, you know, black and white, they work together when it's an opportunity for them to knock some heads off, especially if you're a criminal. And so Neanderthal 1 and Neanderthal 2, which they both have gray in their beards, right? Now, the one on the right, the white guy, his gray has been dyed out a little bit more, but, you know, it's coming through. Black guy, his gray is coming in a little bit more. Why is Anton mentioning gray in the beards in this particular segment? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when you get to the point to where you have gray in your beard, that means that you made it in life. You've made it to an age that most people that are in the criminal underworld don't make it to. And so if you get to the point in your life as a man to where you start having gray in your beard, that's a sign for you to give up your criminal activity. You made it. That is a sign for you to give up the criminal life. You've aged out. You're no longer a YN. You're no longer a YN. It's time to go ahead and wrap it up, big dog. Get your life together. Go get you a job, 401k, good health care coverage. You know, you don't have to have a kid, but if you get yourself together and you move out of your mother's basement, you can then go ahead and maybe get married, find you a woman that used to be for the streets, but now she decided that she want to change her life. Y'all get together and y'all make sure that y'all make a good couple. Don't put your hands on her. Don't have flashbacks. Chill. Go to work every day. If you want to make some extra money, go get you that security job. And enjoy life. You an OG, you unk now. You know what I'm saying? So just chill out. But nope, these two Neanderthals said, you know what? That's a play. We're gonna be demons. We're gonna let the devil use us. We're gonna go over into these older people's homes, and we're going to invade their homes, and we're going to probably kill them, and then steal everything that they got, including all of the guns. All right. So the mastermind sends them over to do the worst, and they went ahead and executed. But there was only one problem in this situation. These two Neanderthals, which I'm pretty sure that Poindexter here was pissed. I told you 38192. Oh, I thought you told us to go to 381942. Duh, I just tried to figure it out. So these two home invasion bandits decide that they want to break into somebody else's home, and this is what happened next.
Fuentes told them about the guns. This is according to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office. Fulforth and Roberts were convicted of first-degree murder and Fuentes of second-degree murder, among other charges. Our Kelly Rule has more from court today.
Robert Gaudio, who lost his brother in this horrific crime, and their mother, Bernadette, who was paralyzed in the shooting, had to read emotional statements 3 different times in court for each defendant. Judge Furman saying this is one of the most cold-blooded acts this court has ever seen.
It'll be nice to close the chapter in this book and continue on with our recovery.
After an emotional day in court, the Gaudio family says they can officially move forward after a judge sentenced all 3 defendants connected to a home invasion at their family home on Meredith Road in Lower Merion Township in December of last year. Andrew Gaudio, the youngest son, was shot and killed, and Bernadette was paralyzed in the shooting, enduring debilitating physical pain and no ability to live the active life she once did.
So this older woman, which they probably mistook for the older couple that had all of the guns, see 2 Neanderthals run into the house. Hey, get your hands up. Whatever. Where the guns at? Where the jewels at? Where the money at? Where the guns at? And she's like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh my God. They say, oh, don't play with me. Don't you play with me. Listen, I shoot everything up in here. Go get the son. So the youngest son, they make an example out of him. They kill him, take his life right there in front of the mother. The mother, she gets shot, and they still don't get anything. Why? Because they're at the wrong address looking for guns. They had a home invasion at the wrong address looking for guns. She survives, and she's paralyzed, and so now she got to live the rest of her life inside of a wheelchair. She's living the rest of her life inside of a wheelchair, okay? And then she has to bury her son, who was killed because they went to the wrong house trying to have a home invasion looking for guns. They didn't do anything. They didn't say nothing to nobody. They minding their business. I think the little boys, it happened. And here's the other part about it. It happened right after his birthday. I believe that the boy had a birthday. This was the day after his birthday. They get up. Hey, what's happening? 2 Neanderthals is in there shooting people, looking for guns, and you just woke up in the morning. You just woke up. That's your only sin, is waking up, and 2 Neanderthals is in there killing people, looking for guns at a house that ain't got nothing.
We do feel that justice was served today, just as it had been over the course of the past 2 trials.
This has been a really difficult journey for me, and
She
now
paralyzed
that
for the rest of her
trial
life.
and the sentencing is over, we can focus on my health and my recovery.
Back in July, Charles Fulforth, who was the first to be
Neanderthal 1.
sentenced today, and Kelvin Roberts were convicted of first-degree
Neanderthal 2.
murder, among other charges.
And they not even remorseful. They ain't tripping. And they get to live. They get to live. They get to live out the rest of their days. They can go into the prison system. They're going to probably get them a boyfriend, get them a bunkie, get them an iPad, right? Work, get some commissary, some good time, some good behavior, be able to make friends, maybe join a gang, get them a boyfriend, both of them, or maybe become a boyfriend, you know, get some sex from their boyfriend inside of prison. They get to live a whole full life right after the crime. Her son is gone. She paralyzed, can't twist her head left or right. No opportunity to be able to travel, visit places. No opportunity to get a man, nothing. Your whole life, your whole family lineage is robbed from you because these monsters decided that they wanted to break into the wrong home and kill two people, in which one of them is paralyzed and she got to live the rest of her days out in pain. And they get to go home, go to prison and get some boyfriends.
And sentenced today to life behind bars for shooting Bernadette Gaudio in her bed, paralyzing her, and murdering Andrew, shooting him execution style at their home on December 8th. Hours
Deion Sardines, that's what they do. They get sex. I'm sorry.
Celebrating Robert's birthday. Prosecutors say the pair worked together at junk luggers in Willow Grove and went to the wrong address as part of a plan to steal guns from an elderly couple in Bucks County. Fulforth received a consecutive sentence of 60 to 120 years. Judge Furman said to him, quote, "You are one of the worst offenders this court has ever seen." Roberts received a consecutive sentence of 55.5 to 120 years. He did have some family members that apologized and spoke about mental health struggles he had leading up to the crime. A third junk lugger's coworker, Jeremy Fuentes, was convicted.
Look at this. Look at him. Look at the mastermind. Look at the mastermind.
Second-degree murder in a separate trial and also sentenced to life behind bars with a consecutive sentence of 4 to 20 years, accused of telling Fulforth and Roberts about the guns in the home and setting up the home invasion. When given a chance to speak, he apologized to the Gaudio family.
To shoot a woman and paralyze her as she laid in bed, to execute her son in front of her, it doesn't get any worse than that.
Robert Gaudio said in court, when offered to pursue the death penalty in this case, he says his family decided a fate worse than death was to, quote, be forgotten.
I'm going to play that last part for y'all really quickly.
In this case, he says Robert Gaudio said in court, when offered to pursue the death penalty in this case, he says his family decided a fate worse than death was to, quote, be forgotten.
They prey on y'all weaknesses. They prey on your forgiveness. And then they will hold you accountable for your unchristian-like ways and behavior. If you say, hey, no, man, they need to be up out of here. Get them on up out of here. They will prey on your weaknesses, knowing that they ain't even going to get to pursue the death penalty. Oh, man, your biggest problem and the things that you need to, you know what, I'm going to make you suffer living with this consequence. Man, they don't feel nothing for you. Why y'all delaying them hell? Why are y'all delaying them their meeting with the devil? Why delay it? Hey, man, go ahead and get to it. Why are y'all delaying them their meeting with the devil? Demons need to go where they need to be going. Why y'all delaying them? No, they need to live on this earth and let taxpayers continue to fund their demonic lifestyle. I feel sad. Feel very, very sad for the family. But again, I told y'all, we living in times where we need to be fighting and staying prayed up and living in, fighting these principalities.